Hello and welcome to Post to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. It's been a while. It's been a while since we filmed a video. I guess
it has.
Was it last week that we did one, or the week before?
I honestly
I don't
think it was last week, because last week I was packed up with stuff from start to finish.
We've been enjoying life.
And doing things.
Yeah,
doing lots of things. Getting on with life.
Yeah, I figured, we could have sat down and did a Having a Yak, which is... There'll be parts of this podcast which is kind of like that, just kind of having a chat. We could have made a video about a couple of trades. I don't know. We could have done a lot of things. There's some mail here that we need to open for mail time. I figured that we just kind of do just a bunch of things in just one big video, and you can kind of skip through it if you want or whatever. We'll talk a little bit of hockey to start out. Send a tweet out a little bit ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, asking for some questions. So everyone on Twitter can submit their questions, and I'll read the questions, and then we can answer them and stuff.
And we'll probably get more questions after this. We can maybe answer those in a couple of days and do another one.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys are interested in doing another Q&A, we can do that. But first, let's talk about some hockey. First I'll address this. There haven't been that many videos on the channel recently, and there haven't been very many recently filmed videos on the channel either. Honestly, we've just been busy, or when we're not busy, we're just enjoying the summer, just kind of relaxing, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I've been super happy, so it's been great. And honestly, there's like 75 other hockey channels out there, all talking about the same thing and the same news. So
they're all talking about the Mitch Marner news, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. There's just so many places now to get information and listen to people talk. So I just feel like I'm not contributing anything. Anyways,
yeah. But we've had a lot to do. I'm back at university.
Oh, don't ruin my notes here.
You're talking about why we don't have as much time or haven't put as much time into this channel. That's one of them. We'll come back to it later, but that burns up a lot of my time.
You're a student now.
I'm a student, and it's not just the classes. I have 2 classes a week. There's assignments. There's homework. There's online exams I have to take.
I knew you looked younger.
I feel younger.
It's all that student work, yeah.
I actually feel younger. We'll talk about it later.
All right, let's get into some hockey. So just a couple of quick hockey hitters here. We've got a trade between Chicago and Ottawa. Zach Smith for Artem Anisimov. And I'm not going to go through all the hockey news that I haven't talked about since the last time I made a video. There's just too many random signings and stuff. I just have a couple of things written down here. This trade I want to talk about because it's kind of a situation to me where you have both of these players on their team, their previous team now, wasn't really fitting in that well. There's been Anisimov rumors for probably, I want to say 4 or 5 years. He's been in the rumor conversations. So I think this probably works for both teams. I don't think Anisimov is very happy going to Ottawa,
who would be?
Honestly isn't really in the best shape now as far as, I don't know,
Didn't Pierre Dorion say people want to go to Ottawa?
Yeah, and then he signed into a 1-year contract.
Is there a lineup of people wanting to go to Ottawa?
I just don't think there's not a lot of positivity in Ottawa right now. So I don't know how Anisimov feels about this trade, but anyways, he gets a new opportunity. He'll probably, I think, fit in pretty well there. He's 31. He's an experienced guy. Zach Smith is also 31. Okay. So maybe he gets a new start in Chicago as well. So yeah, I think sometimes we see trades like this where 2 players just need to be swapped, and that's kind of the way that the next one goes too. The next trade I want to talk about.
A bit of a reset.
Just a reset.
Yeah, and maybe that'll pull something out, ambition, talent, chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry too. Yeah.
The talent might be the same, but there's just a better fit with line mates or whatever, so I hope the both of them do well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck to them.
The next trade, Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers. Milan Lucic goes to Calgary with 12.5% of his salary retained in exchange for James Neal. It's actually a pretty big trade because, James Neal was just signed to a contract last year from Calgary, and it just didn't work out.
It didn't work out, and I have no idea why.
I think he wants to be the guy. And I don't think that, Edmonton has Tkachuk and Gaudreau, who kind of steal a spotlight. They're younger, they're faster. I think James Neal just didn't really fit in.
You said Edmonton had them, but I think you meant Calgary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did in Calgary.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't feel like you really fit in with the play style of the rest of the team. Calgary is pretty fast. I don't necessarily see James Neal as a fast player or a fast skater. This trade, I think Edmonton wins this trade.
Oh, I do, big time.
Because,
To move Lucic and only have to be good for 12.5% of his salary, which was a big hit for a long period of time, to get out of that contract with that little damage, I think is a win for Edmonton here.
I would say them both being in their ruts are about here, but if you take Lucic and you look at, okay, well, what if Lucic actually plays to his potential of his age right now? He probably moves up to like here. But if you take James Neal and look at his potential, where could James Neal be? I think he's kind of more like up here. So worst case scenario, like our best case scenario, like Edmonton gets that just extra. Like they're going to get stuff from James Neal potentially that they would never get from Lucic.
Well, yeah, and even though McDavid's going to be the captain and he's the de facto and real leader of the team, he's one of those captaincies that's been given based on skill as opposed to maturity or whatever, although I'm sure he's a very mature player for his age. But they don't really have, I don't want to say an old guy in the room, but an elder statesman leader on a lot of teams. And James Neal could be that guy. He could be the guy that he wants to be in Edmonton, as you say, more so than Calgary. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I don't think Lucic fits in Calgary at all. However, how tough is that team now? You got Tkachuk, who will throw mitts, Lucic, Bennett. I mean, you got some pretty big hitters in Calgary. So, I mean, that's going to be a tough team to play against, regardless of what team you are. It doesn't matter if you're Tampa or Florida, who is another physical team. Like, there's going to be some battles in Calgary this year. So.
Yeah. If you're the trainer of the team that's playing Calgary in the next game, bring a couple extra coolers of ice.
Yeah, exactly. Just a couple of arbitrator decisions here that happened recently. Andrew Kopp got awarded $4.56 million for 2 years. Not too bad. I mean, I really like Kopp, so I think this is a pretty good deal for both sides. Juice gets $1.25 million for 1 year. Bennett gets $2.55 million for 2 years, which I think is an okay contract. The Juice contract I think is pretty good as well for a defenseman. And Rodriguez just got $2 million for 1 year. So we're left with still quite a few unsigned RFAs or undecided RFAs. Those four that I just mentioned were all arbitrator related, but we still have some that are just in general unsigned RFAs. We've got Patrick Laine, we've got Kyle Connor, Mitch Marner, Braden Point. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, are we really going to go through this whole Nylander situation again? I'm not just talking about Mitch Marner. I'm talking about in general. Like, I don't want this to be a trend. Like, this has to stop. Like, we can't have, like, just put a date on it that's not December or whatever. Make it so it's mid-season or mid-summer or whatever. Make a decision either way. Either you sign him or you trade him, or he gets to go as a UFA or whatever. Like,
do you think there should be a league rule, a deadline on signing?
Absolutely.
So you have to build your roster by September 30th, or pick a day.
Yep.
And then that's your roster until the trade deadline.
Yep. I think the teams have too much power, and I think the players have too much power. Like, just get it done.
And if a player isn't signed by the date, then they can decide that they're going to sit for the first 2/3 of the season. And they're not going to get paid, and they're not going to play.
No, I think they remove eligibility for that entire season.
The whole season.
If they don't want to sign to a contract from the team that they're on or any team, they sit. That way it'll force them to, if they're really hard-headed and they're a $3.5 million player, but they want 5.
Yeah.
No team's going to give them 5. You're going to not play for an entire year and not make $3.5 million, or are you going to sign that $3.5 million contract? The players have too much power now, I think.
What about putting arbitration in place for everybody that's in that condition?
Absolutely.
So that way the players will play. They'll have to accept, if they don't sign by date X, they have to go to arbitration.
Absolutely.
They have to accept the arbitrator's ruling, and they have to play, and they have to like it.
Absolutely.
Whether they like it or not.
Heck
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'd be down with that too.
Good.
It would be nice to have certitude at the beginning of the season.
Certitude.
Certitude.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's all the hockey news I have.
Cool.
I figured we'd open up. Usually we have a
yeah.
specific mail time episode, but we only have 4 letters here since the last one. So figured we'd just open up these and
Sure.
kind of chat. I lost the scissors.
I have a little pair.
Oh, I'll grab them. I see them now. I just wanted to show this. I'm going to cover up the address. I just wanted to show this
That's
letter.
a beautiful address.
Look at that skate. Heck yeah. And that is from Abby. Thank you, Abby, for that drawing. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to roll over here.
All right. This rollover brought to you by Scissors. The S word today is scissors.
What's the C word?
C word is Celsius.
No, you just said a C word that was big, didn't you? Wasn't it a C word?
S word.
Certitude.
Oh, certitude. Okay. But C word has to be Celsius. We've had finally, after too long of a wait for summertime weather to arrive, it arrived several weeks ago. And it's been really nice. We've been up in the mid to high 80s many days, at least the mid to high 70s, almost at least all the time. And it's been great.
We need some rain.
We do. We're actually a little short on rain now. Post to post. Thank you so much for opening my last letter. I decided to change it up a bit and attempt a skate painting on the envelope. However, I did forget a few key details on the skate. No Band-Aids in this letter. Had to keep it for us Knights fans. I do have a few questions. 1, should have the Pens kept Fleury? 2, dirtiest player? 3, is McDavid going to leave or stay in Edmonton? And 4, who is your favorite player? I hope to become a frequent mailer, maybe even sending some Georgia things. Cheers from Atlanta, from Abby.
Cool. Thanks, Abby.
Excellent,
I appreciate
Abby.
that.
And those are some great questions.
Georgia's a lovely state.
Georgia is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What was the first question?
First question, should the Pens have kept Fleury?
I've kind of debated about that in my head over the past year and a half or so. I would say, I don't know. It's a tough one because
It is tough.
he's playing so well
He's
for.
playing so well. He played well with them for a long time, and they had to look for the future. They could only protect Murray or Fleury. They couldn't protect them both, right?
I think you have to take Murray just based on age.
Well, that's right. If you're looking 10 years down the road, you know you won't have Fleury in 10 years, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
But you probably will have Murray in 10 years if you look after him. And it's about 10 years from now, not about next year or the year after. So it was unfortunate, but he seemed to embrace it. Fleury was like, okay, I get it. They're not going to protect me. And they made some side deals with Vegas, I think, to make it happen the right way. And then Fleury ends up in Vegas and goes deep that first year. I think it's a good thing. It's a good story all around.
It's a good story for him. I will say that I think Pittsburgh would have had more success with him versus without him.
Yes.
But I think long term it was the right decision. So
Yeah.
I guess I would say no.
All right. Dirtiest player?
Dirtiest player. I want to default to Brad Marchand, but I don't know. I'm kind of going through. I think the dirtiest players that I can think of aren't in the NHL anymore, like Sean Avery.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, I don't think was a very classy player. I don't think he's playing anymore. I guess I would say Brad Marchand, just because of all the little things. It's not like the big flying elbow to the head or anything. It's the cheap shots in the ribs and the like between the legs stuff and just little stuff like that. So.
I'd go there too.
Okay.
It's the things he does. There's things you do in the heat of battle. Your check's a little too hard on the other guy. You have a collision where you don't do what you need to do to protect the other guy or the other player. So that can be sometimes interpreted as dirty versus careless. But Marchand is a special breed of dirty. When the play is over with and he's looking around for someone he can hurt, that's dirty. So anyway, that'd be my vote too.
Cool.
Question number 3, is McDavid going to leave or stay in Edmonton?
McDavid's going to leave. I think. I think he's going to request a trade, probably in the next 3 years, I would say. I don't. He's in his prime right now. If Edmonton struggles again next year, like they struggled this year and the year before, I think that he might request to go elsewhere, and he should.
Yeah.
Don't waste your career like Carey Price is in Montreal. Like, go somewhere.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah.
Especially considering what you're wearing right now. That really hurt.
It's funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Not funny at all. Darn it. I don't disagree. I think Edmonton has had a chance now to put a team around him.
Yes.
And they have failed.
Yeah, and now they're just switching things up.
That's right.
Management-wise.
They're making little changes. They're rearranging the old saying, rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah.
It looks like a new layout, but you're still on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And guess where you're going to end up? I don't know. They need to bring in. I don't know how they do it with cap, and I don't know how they do it with the deals that they can make and their new team, the two management team, I guess is what I really mean there. But they've got to move fast. They've got to move fast and do something, or he's going to say, I think he'd rather fail in New York than fail in Edmonton if he's going to fail. And he doesn't want to fail. This is a guy who wants to win the thing.
Yep, I agree.
He wants to win this thing right here.
That's why he is elite. That's why he
That's right.
trained his whole life. He wants to go to the big dance.
He certainly doesn't want to be one of those elite players like a Marcel Dion. Fantastic player, but just ended up in the wrong lane. Took the wrong exit in his career and never got that. McDavid doesn't want to be that guy. I don't think McDavid cares. Well, everyone cares about the money, but the money can only take you so far. That money can't buy that.
Yep, I agree. I bet you he'd give up all that money to win a cup.
I think he would too.
All right.
Because he's a good Canadian boy. That's what he dreamed of. And who's your favorite player? Longtime viewers would know for you.
Jake Allen.
Of current players.
Current players.
Favorite player of all time.
All time, Saku Koivu.
Saku Koivu. In my case, current players, I really like Max Domi. And I don't have stats to back that up. I don't think I need them. It's just I like his energy.
Yeah.
I like what he brings to the team. He had a really good first half last year. Not so great second half. But I think he's going to have a little better year this year.
He has a great personality. He's a good ambassador for the game.
Fantastic.
And for the Montreal Canadiens as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really, really like Domi. I'm very pleased with that trade.
Yeah. And all-time, I'm a big Montreal fan, and there are many to pick from if you're a Montreal fan all your life, and my life's been pleasantly lengthy and full of fun. Jean Beliveau. Jean Beliveau.
Yeah.
A big man, a captain, and an extremely classy guy.
Absolutely.
Extremely classy guy. And when he retired, he remained with the team as an ambassador. He remained in the game. He and his wife went to all the games. They sat in their seats. He's a god in Montreal. And when he passed a few years ago, it was a very, very sad day.
It's a big deal.
His wife still goes to the games, and she invites someone usually to sit with her in the Gros Bill, I want to call him, in Bellevau's seat. And it's just a tremendous tribute to him and to the city. Fantastic guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Thanks, Abby, for writing in. I appreciate that.
Very nice. This
Next
one
up.
has been opened already on the side.
Yeah, I opened them all.
This comes to us from Canada, in this case specifically, Bolton, Ontario.
What's that?
It says one set of cheering sticks.
Oh, heck yeah. Want to hear a funny story? So, oh man, this is probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. Brittany sent in two of those things that you blow up and then you hit together, St. Louis Blues things.
Yeah, we still got them out there.
No,
Thunder sticks.
we don't have them. Well, we have one of them. I was going ham on those things during the Game 7.
Yeah.
And I went so ham on them that one busted.
No.
It's got a hole in it. Sorry, Brittany. I think
You can probably
already
patch
told
it.
Yeah, you could, but I mean, you're slapping those things together like that's going to break. But anyways, I got good use of it. I feel like they're good luck. St. Louis won the cup, so heck yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize the last time I saw the bookshelf there, they were
Whoa.
there. All right, I can open this up. Oh, what a fantastic logo that is, eh?
Yeah, well, very well drawn.
Beautiful Buffalo Sabres.
Who sent this
logo.
in?
Well, there's no, unless I need to look a little more closely, but I don't see a letter inside.
Oh, there's no letter?
Oh, I'll hold it. There is. There's almost like it's double enveloped or something. So let me, yeah, there is more in there. Probably the person at home is going, don't throw it away. There's other stuff in there. Here we go.
There we go.
Okay. I think I have it all now.
Yeah, check out this logo.
That's gorgeous.
Well done.
Gorgeous. All righty. So here we go. Hello, Neil and Brent. It's Andrea. Andrea, sorry. And I sent you some more cool stuff. My favorite team is the Buffalo Sabres. This letter is themed to the Buffalo Sabres. This mail contains, 1, a game notes from the Buffalo Sabres versus Toronto Maple Leafs game in Buffalo for March 20th, 2019. Maybe that's what this is.
That's cool.
Yeah, game notes right here. March 20th, 2019. An inflatable noisemaker from the Sabres versus Leaf game.
Heck yeah. This looks like a freaking wiener. Like a hot dog nut.
Okay, moving right along. A keychain from the Hockey Hall of Fame, and I had that right in front of me. Did you take? Oh yeah, there you got it over there.
Yeah.
Which is great, and a drawing of the Buffalo Sabres logo, which we've already displayed. So this concludes this mail. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. Sent in one of the summer mail times. We'll be sending some more stuff your way. My Discord name, and he gives it Andrea in bracket Buffalo or Buff. So lovely. Thank you very much, Andrea.
I can't get in there.
Let me try.
Heck yeah. Ooh, that's got some ASMR stuff going on. Is this the quality content that you like? You're going to pass out over there. All right. Check this out.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
You got yourself 2 big Maple Lodge wieners right there, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, you do. Alrighty. Thank you, Andrea. This is another one. This comes to us from St. Paul, Minnesota. Hockey country, for sure. Well, you've done a great job of opening the end of the envelope, but you didn't make it through to the padded stuff. So maybe you want to have another crack at that there, young fella.
What?
There we go.
Come on. Whoa. Oh, snaps.
Alrighty.
Oh, snap.
Here we go. This is from Tyler. Dear Post to Post, my name is Tyler, and I'm writing to you from Vadnais Heights, Minnesota, which is 10 minutes north of St. Paul. As you have probably guessed, I'm a big Wild fan, even though I rarely get to go to the games. Living in the state of hockey, one would guess that I love playing hockey, but honestly, I don't even know how to skate. Your channel is always the first up on my recommended page. I found your channel when I saw NHL logo rankings and have been hooked ever since. Now let's get to the good stuff. On my recent trip to St. Louis, I thought it would be a great opportunity to stop by Enterprise Center to pick you guys up some merchandise. Enclosed, you will find a commemorative sticker and a pin to remember the Stanley Cup victory.
Heck yeah, look at that.
That is beautiful.
Look at that sticker. Most of you guys know I collect stickers if you've been following the channel. Then there's a pin here. Blues Champions. Heck yeah. Oh, by the way, Brittany, who lives in St. Louis, got asked her to get me a patch, like the Stanley Cup Champions finals patch. So I'm going to put it on a St. Louis jersey. So I'll get that someday.
Very good.
Heck yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy them. You can already see that Neil's a big fan. I did have a question for you guys. If you could eliminate one rule from hockey, what would it be?
Delay game. Puck over glass delay game. Not even close. There's dumb.
I'll put you down as undecided on that.
Yeah. I think we talked about that.
We did, yeah. We've talked about it before.
Just our hate for that rule, basically, that it takes It's called delay of game, and it takes more time to stop the game, give the penalty, put the player in the box, and have the face-off versus just dropping the puck. I understand why it's there. I get it, but still, it's dumb.
Oh, man, I'm getting this question cold, or we both are. You answered it quick, but I'm not sure. I probably would have endorsed that one, but I feel now I have to come up with my own.
You can endorse mine.
No, I don't want to.
I kind of stole it from you. That's really your...
I'll just see if there's anything in my quick memory here that I can think of that, in addition to that I might want to have removed from the game also. As you know, I like as few stoppages of play as possible. I like as few stoppages of play, and I like as few face-offs and all of that. So if I could remove some other thing from the game, it would be... It's hard to attack just one circumstance, but...
How long can you talk before you think of something?
Icing.
Icing?
Don't actually blow the whistle in icing. Don't blow the whistle. If they ice the puck, if it goes down where it would have been an icing, the team that did it, that committed the icing offense, have to retreat to their side of the red line, and the other team just comes out of the zone.
How about there's no retreating and you can just ice the puck whenever you want and just give up possession?
I don't...
Just like a penalty. Because what's the matter?
I'd have to think about it.
You'd have to think about it.
Well, no, but you can't... I wouldn't want it to happen this way, where you ice the puck for the purposes of trying to sneak a guy down to go get it, to avoid what would normally be an offside situation. So if you ice the puck, you must give up possession to the other team. You're not allowed to be the first team to touch the puck after that. They have to bring it out.
No, if I like that. Put a guy down there. As long as he's not offside, put him down there. Let him cherry pick and just lob that puck down there. That'd be exciting.
That thing.
Heck yeah.
Thank you very much, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
For your letter and your stuff. That's beautiful stuff.
Ooh.
What do we got going on here now?
Fancy. Looks like Diergarten. Diergarten.
Diergarten. We have a printer malfunction on this page, so we'll go to the other side. And no printer malfunction here because it's printed by a human.
Cool.
Hello, Neil and Brent. I hope you are doing all right. My team, Diergarten's IF, lost Game 6 in the SHL Finals to Ferlunda Indians. Even though we lost, it was our best result since 2009-2010 season. On the way to the finals, we defeated Skellefteå AIK, they who beat us in the semifinals last season, so a little revenge there, with 4-2, and then Färjestad BK in 7 games. In the Finnish Liga, Kalpa finished 12th and did not qualify for the playoffs. It was a sad moment, but Kalpa won the Spengler Cup against Team Canada in the final, and that was awesome. And was it ever awesome? Especially with Tommy Jokinen playing.
Heck yeah.
And we ended up here with an autographed Tommy Jokinen jersey while the thing was going, and we had it with us while we were watching that last game. Canada lost, but they deserved not to win that game. It was fantastic, I got to say.
It's great.
Anyway, in November, I'll be watching... Oh, sorry, I missed up a little bit. This year, Kalpa celebrates its 90th birthday, which I did not know. In November, I'll watch my first NHL games live here in Stockholm, because the teams are going over. In the NHL Global Series, and I'm so excited. In the blue bag, I have added the following things: 2 stickers, 1 Djurgården, and 1 Finnish Lion. Also, some hockey cards, and lastly, 2 lanyards, 1 Djurgården and 1 from brand CCCP. Excuse me. And that's a brand, is it?
Yeah.
Best hockey ever played. So I'm wondering, because I know what CCCP used to mean.
Isn't the Russian?
On the jersey of the Soviet Union's players. It stood for Soyuz Sovietsky Socialistichesky Respublik. But I don't know if that's been taken on by a company or something now. I don't know.
If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you guys know that I collect lanyards.
Yes.
So I think I have like close to 100 now. Heck yeah.
Those are very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very nice. On the inside, it is a message tape.
Message tape.
So
this thing?
Yeah. Is there something, or even on the inside of the lanyard, is there?
Oh, man, look at that.
Oh, it's actually, measuring tape.
That's freaking amazing.
Sorry, it just says that measuring tape. I said message.
Look at that.
Measuring tape. Okay, that is very cool. The brand was created by a famous hockey profile and is a tribute to the Red Machine. So it does stand for CCCP.
Is that not the smartest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Which is the
Since
Russian spelling
sliced
of
bread?
USSR. That is awesome. Centimeters and inches.
And inches, yeah.
And inches. And it's a foot long. It's like, well, actually, it's a meter long. It goes to 39.37 inches, I guarantee you. So it connects with a...
Well, it's like, yeah, you can like...
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Don't suppose you can let me wear that to work, do you?
What do you need to measure at work? Your IQ?
System changes. I could measure that.
It wouldn't take long.
No, it wouldn't. It would just go around me once. It'd be like 39.37% or whatever. Lastly, I wanted to say that my hockey collection is still growing, and to this date, I have 7 NHL hats and other NHL-related stuff hanging everywhere. In my room, hanging everywhere in my room, period. I am a collector of hockey cards as well. I wish you all the very best, and thank you for your awesome videos. Best regards from Edward.
Thank you very much, Edward.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate that. And I wanted to hold this up, but it's really, really small. I don't know if you can see it. It's Finnish.
The Finnish Lion.
Little sticker, yeah.
And that Your Garden sticker is fantastic.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
So the laptop that I had that had all the stickers on it does not work anymore. So unfortunately, any sticker that's on there can't be viewed anymore because I won't be using that laptop anymore. So I don't have a laptop at the moment, which sucks. But yeah, I'll find a place. Actually, what I'll do is I'll keep these for the next laptop.
Yeah. That'll be a pretty rocking laptop when you get it. Very good.
Okay, I'm going to set this stuff over here.
That was neat. A mini mail time.
Yeah, if you guys want to send us a letter, we'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your story, why you like hockey, who you cheer for, all that good stuff.
Ask us questions.
Where you grew up, like who got you into hockey? Did you start playing hockey? If you played hockey, what position did you play? All that stuff. We love hearing from you guys. Our P.O. box is listed down below in the description of this video. So go down and click the Show More button, and it'll expand the description, and our P.O. box will be in there. So yeah, send us a letter. Tell us your story. Now, you ready for some Q&A questions?
Absolutely.
All right, because there's
Hit me.
a lot.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot.
More have come in while we've
There's
been...
like 30 here.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know if I'll ask them all, because there's like legit a lot.
Okay.
Even though Dzingel signed with the Canes, where did you think he was going before he signed? I thought that Dzingel was going to Nashville before Duchesne signed in Nashville.
Oh yeah.
I think Dzingel honestly fits in pretty well in Nashville, so that's kind of where my mind was at. But yeah, I wouldn't have picked Carolina. So
Cool.
You?
I wasn't thinking of Dzingel.
No opinion?
I don't think of Dzingel.
Oh, sorry, and that was from Jaden. Thank you, Jaden, for the question. Next question from Carter. You're building a 3-on-3 overtime line, a favorite center, wing, and defenseman, and goalie of all time. Who do you choose and why? Ooh, that's a pretty in-depth question.
That's deep.
I don't know. Wayne Gretzky's got to be on there, probably.
Of all time? Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Man, I'm putting Theo Fleury on my line. Little speedster Theo up there. Heck yeah. Theo Fleury, Wayne Gretzky, and Al McInnis just dropping bombs from the point.
You think in a 3-on-3 overtime,
Yep.
he'd have time to wind up back there?
No, because you got Gretzky and Theo Fleury just running around doing everything, and Al McInnis is just back there just waiting for the puck, getting ready to drop those bombs. And goalie, doesn't matter because the puck's going to be in the other end the whole time.
Oh.
I don't know.
So you go 4-on-3.
3-on.
I wonder if any
3-on-4.
team ever tried that.
Yeah.
Go 4-on-3, or 4 skaters on 3 skaters and a goalie.
What? Oh.
Pull a goalie.
Oh,
pull a goalie and put 4
I
skaters
don't
in.
know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
You? What's your
Oh, I don't know.
too in-depth
I really
of a question
don't.
for you, probably?
Yeah, it's probably too deep for me. Yeah.
Oh, here's one you like. This is from TMCD. If you got offered a trip to the moon, but when you came back, you could no longer use social media, would you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not close to giving up social media every day anyway.
Me too,
so.
yeah, absolutely. Bring it on.
I would, if I could go to the moon, I'd give up a lot more than that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. It would be the most amazing experience of life.
If you could go to Mars, whoa, if you could go to Mars,
But not come back.
no, you come back.
Oh, okay.
You go to Mars, you spend a year there. You come back, you only got a year left to live on the Earth. Would you do it?
No.
Probably wouldn't either. I'd need like 10 years back on Earth once I get back. But that puts me dying around 45, so I'd still do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't approve.
You'd be dead.
I wouldn't permit it.
You'd be dead because you went to Mars too and then came back and...
No, I would not do that.
Okay.
That's just your question. That didn't come off the phone, did it?
No. Kaylee says, how are you? Thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate it.
We are well, Kaylee.
Pretty good. Summer's going very well. I do not feel pressured to make videos or anything like that. In pretty much the life of the channel, I've always felt really a lot of pressure to make videos. People have expectations and stuff. Honestly, recently, the past couple months, I just am enjoying life a lot more. I don't really feel pressured. If people want to unsubscribe or not subscribe or whatever, then that's kind of on them, not on me. I'm just kind of enjoying myself.
I see we very, very slowly, but finally cracked 43,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I don't really look at the sub count anymore. I honestly don't care.
I haven't for a long time. I just checked, I think it was yesterday, and there were 43,017. It's like, oh, there we are. But it had taken a long time to get there.
I think you get so caught up on like always wanting to becomes almost an obsession to keep growing the number and stuff, and it takes a lot out of you. Like it takes, like you give up a lot of things in life to go at that. I mean,
especially when it's not your job.
Well, no, yeah, the only money I make from this is from Patreon, and it's not very much. So
yeah. There are people who this is their career. I have YouTubers that I watch. A lot of them do travel. They travel around the world as a couple or as a single person, and they do a lot of vlogging of their travels, and they have Patreon donations as well, but they also have AdSense. They're lucky enough to have that working for them, and they can afford to do those things. But it's their job, so they have way more pressure. But for you, and certainly for me,
yeah, I mean, I'd rather do stuff when I want, like going forward now, like doing stuff when I want it versus doing stuff when I feel like I have to do it. So
yeah,
and maybe that translates on camera a little bit too. I don't know, but
I hope so.
Yeah,
I imagine the times you are on, you'll be more engaged. Like the quality of each individual show will be higher than it would have been a year or two ago.
Yeah, I'm not faking anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks, Kelly, for the question. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Kim asks, how do you feel the Islanders could up their offensive game at this point in the offseason? Man, throw an offer sheet out there. I'm thinking they pull to Montreal and try and get Kyle Connor or someone. Bring someone in who can put the puck in the net.
Boom.
Will it work? I don't know. Maybe not. But I like risks. Like when New York blew up the team at the middle of the season, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, let's do it. Or when Columbus made all those trades at the trade deadline, that's some risky stuff. But
we're gonna,
man, go for it.
We're gonna ball up some brown stuff and chuck it at the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah, and Bergevin with the offer sheet on Aho.
Yeah,
not a big Bergevin fan, but I respect the hustle.
Yeah,
bold.
Whoa.
Cameron says sleeper Calder candidate. I don't know. I don't really follow like. I could name 3 rookies coming into the NHL this year. I really don't follow that class. I just don't have time.
Yeah, I'll say Ryan Poehling.
Oh,
there.
That's not biased at all.
Here first, July of 2019, and the Calder's not going to be awarded until next June. But you heard it right here, Ryan Poehling.
Matt asked, "Did you ever think you'd get this far once you started your channel, and did you think you'd ever have an impact on as many people as you did?" Do we have impact on people?
We get lots of feedback saying that we do, and I'm still trying to figure that out to see.
I don't feel like we do.
But impact in little ways. You get a lot of feedback, and I've seen it too on the comments about how someone who's having a tough day and they come home from work or come home from school and they find there's a new video out from post to post. They watch it and they feel better, and they look forward to it. And people that follow the podcast or the Yak and Sunday nights become special for them, and they say so. They're not blowing smoke. I don't think.
Yeah, you're right there. I mean, there's people that I watch on YouTube, people that I follow, that I feel the same way. If I'm having a bad day, if I don't know, like I live an hour. I live an hour away from where I work, so my drive is pretty long every day, and traffic sucks because there's so many tourists here in PEI at the moment. Construction, it's a really frustrating drive. I can just throw on a podcast that makes me laugh, immediately improves my my drive and my day. So yeah, I definitely get that. I guess I just don't feel like we're the type of people to have an impact on someone's happiness.
Well,
But
it is
don't know.
a surprise. I wouldn't have guessed it,
Like,
but I'm able to read and people write that. So I still don't know how that works. But people do comment on the chemistry we've got, the vibe that goes on here, that it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward, but we have a lot of fun.
yeah, I think
And-
we're pretty boring though.
Well, I do too, actually. But I think some people like, not that they like boring, but they appreciate ordinariness. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who go over the top with a lot of stuff. So
That's the thing. Like YouTube is full of so many people who they have the best lives. They're going to travel. They're in New York and they're going to go to the top of this building today. And how awesome was it? And the food we ate was great. And get a grip.
I just
Get
meant
a
like from a
grip.
personality basis, like if they're crazy excited on camera, are they like that in real life?
I hope
Probably
not. I hope
I'm exactly like I am in real life. Like I don't.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a boring, like because I don't go the extra bit to get really excited. I feel like we're kind of boring. No offense, but
No, I agree.
you understand what I'm saying.
We're low key. Not as low key as the Finns.
Finns are pretty low key.
Finns are very low key. How do you feel about your recent? You climbed Mount Everest. How do you feel? It's all right.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Which I have mad respect for.
Oh, absolutely.
Those people are cool as cucumbers.
That was a compliment, not a dis-
It is a very compliment. If I wanted someone to go meet the aliens when they came down and they wanted to talk to humans, I'd send Finns.
just a bunch of Finnish people.
I'd send a bunch of Finns
Yeah.
because they wouldn't get hyped up. They'd
They
be
would-
like, yeah, how does your engine work there? How's that? Yeah, yeah, we're Finns.
They would only
Welcome, you know.
speak when spoken to
Yeah.
from the aliens.
We're very excited that you're here. Very excited.
Do you ever think that you get this far? Sorry, the first part of the question. Do you ever think you get this far eventually? But I mean, it grew so fast at the beginning that it was just like, whoa, this is crazy. And now it's slowed down a lot. And I actually think I appreciate that a little bit more. I'd rather less people watch me at a normal growth pace a little bit than, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, but
Well, when you first started the channel, you wanted 500 subscribers in the first year.
yeah,
And you had that 10 times more.
it's like 20,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
So, if I look ahead, it'd be cool to have 100,000 subscribers in a couple of years. That'd be kind of cool. Do I want to do this full time? I don't know. If I'm going to do YouTube full time, I don't think it's talking hockey. I think it's doing other stuff, traveling, like you said, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just it's so oversaturated on YouTube that we'll see.
Yeah.
Steve asked, "Do you think the Flames will repeat the season they just had?" I want to say no, but I don't think it's going to be as a drastic as a change as the team or the fans need it to be. I can see Calgary losing in the first round again, and I don't know if it matters what team they play. So,
Well,
anything to add?
not really. The good news in the Calgary market in the last week is the tentative deal for the new arena, new sports complex. That will help, I think, boost the mood of the city a little bit. Doesn't really affect the chemistry of the team. If it does happen, it's years away. So it's really not an immediate boost of anything, but it maybe improves the hockey vibe a little bit because there was some uncertainty around the team, where it was going to go and all that. This new deal requires the team to remain in Calgary for a long period of time if it all comes together. So that will remove that elephant and get them out of the room.
It's the same elephant that the Islanders and the Senators are used to.
Yep,
So
totally.
good to get it over.
Yep.
Dylan asks, Favorite part about PEI in the summer? Definitely not the tourists.
It was funny. In class last night, we were in a large group. It was actually 3 classes taking the same subject, but occasionally, in 2 occasions so far, we've come together as 3 groups into one larger group for a more important or more impactful lecture. And to break the ice, the professor went around the room and asked each of us what was our favorite part about PEI in the summertime. That's that exact question.
So what did you say?
Not shoveling.
Not shoveling? I don't mind shoveling.
I hate shoveling. Well, I hate the reason I'm shoveling, which is that I'm up to my hips sometimes.
I would probably say, you're not going to have this answer because this isn't really your thing, but I would say beaches. Like, PEI has some amazing beaches. You don't really go to the beach that often. Once a year, maybe twice a year.
Yeah, the last few years I bought the National Park Pass and hardly ever used it. And when I did go to the beach, it was just when your mother was a little more mobile and not working as much, and I could leave work a little bit early and go on my own time. I'd pick her up, and then we'd go to the beach late afternoon into the early evening for 3 or 4 hours, prime time. I love the beaches at PEI, but I love them the best in September, not in July.
It's a little. You have to know which beach to go to. You almost have to be local to know. Okay, this is not a tourist beach. This is a local.
That beach there is a good beach for folks that are more mature because there's no ice cream place, there's no playground, it's going to be mature folks. In fact, the beach I like to go to the best doesn't have any bathrooms. And they don't have any bathrooms at the beach.
It's a weird thing to say.
Well, but because they have no bathrooms, they draw a completely different clientele. They draw people that are wearing colostomy bags and don't need a bath. No, I'm just kidding. But they draw people that are probably not carrying a whole bunch of kids with them, is what I'm saying.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just come out and say it. But couples, more mature couples that just go and they're only there for a couple of hours and they can hold it and then leave. So a beach without a bathroom there's higher turnover of more reasonable people.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that, yeah. Barbecue is another one that's not really PEI specific, though. Okay, Kim asks again, what's Brent's favorite live hockey memory?
I guess live I consider the question to mean live as if I'm in the rink and watching live. And I think probably I have several live hockey memories. Most of them are when you've been in tournaments and your team has won the tournament or won the banner. Like, to me, that's the best, most personal hockey memory because...
Your favorite's when I was playing hockey.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Good answer.
Well, it really is. And like, I've been to some games, some cool NHL games. I've been to games in Ottawa and Montreal and Buffalo and enjoyed them immensely. But nothing of those games stands out to me as, like, I've never been to a playoff game.
That would be mine.
Could never afford it. And I'm guessing that would be yours. But as far as an actual, real, honest-to-goodness hockey memory, my best ones are watching you. So
I was going to hope that you would have said, and it's not really live hockey. It was back when the Fredericton Canadians existed, the AHL team, farm team for the Canadians back in the day. In between periods, when you threw the paper airplane from like the top row of that arena, and because they had a contest where there was a car driving on the ice with the sunroof open, and you had to make a paper airplane with this paper with your name on it and stuff, and you had to throw it, and it had to get it inside the sunroof of the car as it drove around. And I don't know how you did it. It's probably one of the best things you've ever done in your life.
I would agree, yeah.
But that dang airplane was in the air for about 45 seconds, dropped down.
And it actually turned this way and turned that way. And
like, it was unbelievable.
And then spook. And I don't think you guys were able to follow the plane when I threw it. I was.
I was like 3. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, and your mother was standing beside me, and I threw the plane, and here's the worst of it. The plane started off as a piece of paper like this, because as we walked in that night and got our tickets and paid or whatever, and we walk into the game, there's all these ushers handing out pieces of paper like they usually do to advertise crap and stuff. So I just took the piece of paper. I didn't even look at it. I folded it up like this and stuck it in my pocket. And then after the second period, ladies and gentlemen, those pieces of paper we gave you earlier are for you to make into paper airplanes. There's a place to write your name, and here's what we're going to do. And they did what you just explained. So I started from something that was already destroyed, in a way, too many creases where I didn't want creases.
Yeah.
So I figured this thing's not going to fly. I still did my best, and I threw it, and I couldn't believe that it actually flew nicely. and it went in the sunroof, along with about 5 other planes.
Yeah.
So now they decided that if more than one plane went in and hit, and they all landed on the front dash, between the dash and the windshield, that they were going to draw one, and that was going to be the winner. And I knew by watching the plane that it went in. As I'm saying to your mother, probably to you, like, it went in. And she didn't believe me. She said, no, it didn't. You liar. That thing you built did not go in. I said it did. And now they're going to draw. And they're not going to say who else's went in. They're only going to say the winner. And now I wanted to win, not to win the prize, which was a lovely
just for confirmation
television. We won a TV that night, back when TVs were worth a lot.
Spoiler alert, we won.
Yeah. But I wanted them to draw my name just to prove
confirmation.
Prove to my unbelieving wife that I did get it in. And sure enough, we got it. And the TV's still here, actually. I will not part with that TV.
Wow.
It's vintage and dated now.
That was amazing.
But it's it's a TV that I won through mad skill and not a little bit of luck. And it came from the Montreal Canadiens organization.
Heck yeah, that's right. Next question from Michael. Is the Central the best NHL division going into the 2019-2020 season? No. I think it's the Atlantic. You've got Montreal coming up a little bit. You've got Toronto, still a powerhouse. You've got Boston, who just went to the finals. You've got Tampa Bay, who's an absolute monster. You've got Florida, who's a completely different team now. I mean, Buffalo. But Ottawa.
Yeah.
But still.
You got Ottawa, Buffalo, Detroit that are going to be bottom feeding, but you can't really predict where the other teams are going to finish. Maybe Tampa you can predict, but
I think Atlantic's strong.
The Atlantic is strong. Central, I think, is more predictable. You know the teams that are going to be probably in the playoff picture in the fall, including the defending champions. But I think the Atlantic is the strongest division. The Pacific and, well, I guess the Metro still with Pittsburgh, you just don't know what they're going to do from one year to the next. But I think the Metro is starting to fade a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know what Carolina's going to do. Don't really know what Washington's going to do. They're getting older. There's a lot of questions in the Metro. So I'm with you.
All right. Question from Alex. What is the Stanley Cup final matchup you'd like to see at the end of this upcoming season? Montreal versus San Jose. So I'm happy either way.
Montreal versus Calgary. Revenge.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, actually.
Revenge. For 1989.
Question from Johan. What are your and Brent's favorite hockey snacks? Or snack?
Oh.
Favorite hockey snack, sorry. Pretzel, anything. Man, you go to the movies, you get a pretzel, soft pretzel with some salt on it. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to pretzels.
Favorite hockey snacks. I'm a big fan of some of those bags of candy. You get this one with the bites, like the... Well, any of them. Any of those bags, like Hershey Bites, like or O. Henry Bites, or, those bags that have like little chunks of chocolate bars, right? Mm-hmm. Anything like that they're just chocolate. I love chocolate.
Yeah.
Too much.
All right.
Yeah.
Question from 1212121212. Do you play the mobile game called Clash Royale? If not, you should. No, I don't play any mobile games.
Neither do I.
Okay, next question. From Colton. Favorite blooper or mishap on all the channels? When Jason couldn't stop laughing about the submarine.
The submarine.
Just the look on his face. I can't even remember what league that is. Maybe Slovakia, I think. We're talking about a year ago?
Yeah, about a year ago. It was last summer.
Half ago, maybe?
We went to Fredericton and did that.
That video is like that moment where he sees a submarine in this logo and no one else sees it and he just loses it on camera.
And a lot of us don't realize it at the time.
We notice that
we're doing our thing. There's 4 or 5 of us there. We're all facing the camera and he's off to one end.
Yeah.
And he's coming apart. He's coming apart.
I actually have a whole video on the channel of bloopers. I released it probably about maybe about a year ago, actually. It's got like every blooper from the first year on there, and I think it's like 40 minutes long. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. It's probably one of the best videos on the channel just because it's funny and most videos aren't. This is from D's Pucks 30. Nice.
Yeah,
Do you think Lundqvist will ever win a cup? No, unfortunately not. I wish he had it in his career, but I don't think so.
when New York went to the conference finals most recently, that was his best chance, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Question from John. Do you think that Jake Gardiner will end up signing with the Leafs or playing elsewhere? I don't care anymore. Just get it done. Again, same with the Mitch Marner thing. Like, I'm so sick of hearing about rumors about Mitch Marner or Jake Gardiner or all these names. Like, let's just close the book.
Yeah. I have no feel for it. I don't know what he or his agent are trying for or doing, so I don't know.
This question from Brensky. What other moves should the Jets make to get more cap room? I don't know.
Let Lion A walk?
Man, it's been like over a month since yeah, you could. Trade
trade him or let him walk. Let
put your marbles on Kyle Connor. Let Lion go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liam asks, nicest athlete you've met? I don't think I've ever met an athlete in my adult life.
Well, that's not the question. It's ever met.
So the only athlete I've ever remember meeting is Darcy Tucker.
He was nice.
I was 4.
I
don't remember that.
You were about 8 or 9.
I was an amoeba.
You were a zygote.
Yeah, I don't remember that. And then I met what's her face that won the gold medal.
Kathy
McCormick. Don't remember that. Again.
You don't?
No. Heck no.
You don't remember a gold medal Olympian in your school gym?
I don't remember anything. I don't know how to answer this question. I don't have an answer. I've never really met anyone famous or an athlete.
Yeah, I guess mine would be my Ken Singleton story from a couple of weeks ago. He was a very nice man.
Who's Ken Singleton?
He used to play for the Montreal Expos. He asked me for directions in the mall that day. He was very pleasant. That's probably the only guy I've met.
Let me see. Joshua asks, best and worst thing about PEI? The worst thing about PEI is that we have to pay to leave the damn province, for me. Like, that bridge was built in 1997. It was supposed to be free after 20 years, I think.
I don't think so.
Like, as a resident of this province, I should not have to pay to leave the province. Like, you can charge the tourists all you want, but if I have a PEI license plate or PEI license, don't charge me anything or half price. Like,
I'd be okay with half price.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, you're making close to $1 billion probably on the damn bridge a year.
Well, I don't know if it's that much. But the only way the bridge gets built is if it's in someone's financial interest to build it. So it was a public-private partnership. A company built the bridge on the deal that once the bridge was built, it would be allowed to charge tolls for X number of years. And I think it was 20. I think it's more like 30. So it might be soon. Might be like less than 10 years from now. It might be free. But then it's time to start maintaining it and repaving and
I completely understand.
So bridges cost money, and I don't think we can depend just on the tourists.
Our population's 146,000.
Yeah.
Do you know how many tourists we get a year?
It's lots.
Over 2 million per year.
2 million?
Over 2 million. Think about the money. That bridge is making at least $50 million a year.
Well,
absolutely.
They don't all drive on. A lot of them fly
no,
but really.
Think about all the campers that come over. Like, that bridge is just crazy in the summer. Like, they're just rolling in cash. And I understand the maintenance and the keep up and stuff, but...
The thing that bothers me about our bridge versus other bridges is, and this is the point that one of our senators, Percy Down, is making from here, to build the Confederation Bridge in the 1990s was X dollars, whatever it was. Let's say $5 billion. It wasn't that much. To build the new Champlain Bridge in Montreal, it's way more money than that, even factoring in the rate of inflation. Yet the Champlain Bridge in Montreal will not be tolled. And there are alternatives in Montreal. You could take other bridges.
Well, that's why people want the politicians to step in, or the federal government or something like that to step in and put an end to it.
But I'm really happy that we have the bridge, even if we have to pay,
I agree.
because before we had a ferry and we had to pay, and it was a lot longer to get across.
Ferries are pretty fun, though.
They are when the weather's good.
But, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So all things being equal, I'm happy there. No, we still need to answer the rest of the question. Yeah.
Best thing?
Best thing about PEI for me is it's the Goldilocks size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's right in the middle.
It's got good culture, good food.
Oh, fantastic.
Not a lot of options for restaurants, not too many options.
Yeah. If I want to go to a bookstore, I can go to a bookstore.
Yeah.
If I want to go to the movies, I can go to the movies.
Yeah.
So we're big enough to have those types of things that you'd normally associate with city living.
Minus Costco.
Minus Costco.
That's the only thing we don't have.
We don't have a Costco. I'd love to have one. And I think it would be good not just for us, so we wouldn't have to go across that bridge and pay money to get to Moncton to go to that Costco, but the Costco in our marketplace would change the marketplace in our favor, in the favor of the consumer. Mm-hmm. It would bring a lot of price pressure on the other people who think they can get away with stuff. Mm-hmm. But I just love the size. The PEI is the perfect size.
It is the perfect size, yeah.
When I go to work in the morning, it takes me from home to the office or to my parking spot that I usually get 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then I walk maybe 7 more minutes to get to my office door. Nowhere else in North America, I think, in a jurisdiction like PEI, the same size, could you ever do that? And getting home takes a little bit longer because I'm usually going home at rush hour, although lots of times at rush hour, my wheels never stop turning. Mm-hmm. I'm not stuck and stopped in traffic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fantastic.
Okay, next question. Let's try to speed this up a little bit.
Yep.
This is from Caniac. Do you smoke weed? No, I've never tried a drug in my life.
Absolutely not.
I don't even drink, so.
I do like the smell of it from a distance, though. Kind of like skunk.
Like skunk?
Yeah.
You like the bad weed.
Yeah, maybe. Is that bad? Okay, that's the bad weed.
From Demo. I just went to Montreal recently. Is this what all of Canada is? Beautiful with nice people? I wouldn't classify Montreal as being a city with nice people.
Really?
It's in Quebec.
Hey.
Every single experience I've had in Quebec has been negative as an adult.
You probably bring that with you.
No, I don't. I try
do.
to be nice because I know the stereotype, and I try to be nice. And I'm
What do you get? What do you get?
I get rudeness. I've literally been ignored because I'm speaking English at a gas station. Like, man.
Maybe you better work on your French skills.
You're not wrong.
No, but
should I try and speak French in Quebec when I want something? Absolutely. But I don't know French, and I don't go to Quebec that often. So
I've been throwing a little shade at you, but I don't get the warm and fuzzies about Montreal myself either. I'm from there.
You're from there.
I'm from there. So now, compared to South Philadelphia or
very nice
East St. Louis, maybe Montreal's absolutely lovely and the people are amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the experience of the questioner is. But of all the places in Canada, Montreal's not the friendliest.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And Montreal's got a class and a culture all of its own that's not matched anywhere else in the country. Montreal is very cosmopolitan. It's very European in many ways because of the French influence, which is wonderful. But the nicest people in this entire country are in Newfoundland.
Yes, and I was going to say the East Coast.
East Coast generally,
Atlantic Canada.
Newfoundland in particular. If you thought you saw nice people in Montreal and they were really friendly, go to Newfoundland. Go to Corner Brook, St. John's.
Yeah, Newfoundland
Go to Deer Lake. Go to Gander.
Tremendous people.
Oh, it's mind-blowing how sweet those people are. They will do anything for you, and they love to see you. And it's not about they want your money. It's anything but that.
Yeah.
They'll
pay you to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like,
they're just
awesome.
They're just awesome.
Even people from Western Canada who come on the East Coast, they're like, wow, like people are really nice out here.
Yeah, they really are. We're great folks.
Okay, next question. That's it. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I missed a question from Justin. I apologize, Justin. He said, Mary Brown's or Deluxe?
Great question.
Very good question.
Very good question.
A lot of debates here.
A lot of debates, but for me, it's no contest. it's deluxe.
I think this is such a local specific question.
Yeah, people are watching this in Cleveland or in Sheboygan, and like, Mary Brown's deluxe. What's that all about?
Someone in Helena, Montana is watching this. I think, what is deluxe? I don't know. Like, Mary Brown's got those little mini Marys, those little mini Mary hitters that are so good. But then you got deluxe coming in with that fish.
Mary Brown's is a Newfoundland-based fast food joint that basically does fried chicken and
so good.
fries and wedges. And
Best wedges ever.
yeah, they're really, really good. No question.
But deluxe, you got those hand-cut fries.
Deluxe French fries, they make fish and chips with haddock. The batter is perfect. The fries are perfect. You just plow the vinegar on top. Not everybody would do that, but I do. And I don't even use ketchup a lot of the time. I just eat it like it is. It is fantastic.
Yeah. I had to say deluxe. Yeah. It's close, but...
Mary Brown's is really good, though.
Yeah.
Really good.
Okay, last question is from Brad. Should the NHL do an ugly sweater night before Christmas where teams wear their ugliest jerseys in franchise history? That's a great idea, actually. I like that a lot.
I really like that idea.
Because
That's great.
It brings fun to the game, right? Like, think about that Vancouver jersey with the V or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Looking back on it now, like, you're like, man, that'd be kind of cool to see again. But it is ugly. Or that Montreal Canadiens one that looks like the barber pole.
Oh, that.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's so ugly. But, I mean, it'd be fun to see that. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea. Shout out to Brad for that good idea.
I like that, Brad. I think we should make it happen. Let's call Gary. Gary.
That's right. Okay, so this video is pretty long at this point. Just a couple things I want to touch on that aren't hockey related or question related. Let me see here. Oh, I was going to give an update about my ankle. So I can walk again. I'm back to work full time. I'm just finishing up physio. I have physio like once a week now, and still in quite a bit of pain in the morning, quite a bit of pain at night. But in the middle of the day, it's fine. I can walk with no limp, and just working on my range of motion now and stuff. And
cool.
Yeah. I got Bike Rave coming up.
Oh,
I do this every year.
The night one where they have all the lights on the bikes.
Yeah, in Charlottetown. So I'll be riding a bike that's all done up in lights and stuff. Probably won't make a video, but if you want to see clips from previous years, go check out Chris Wilkinson's YouTube page. He's got a video on there. I think I do too, actually. If you go to the YouTube homepage and you search Bike Rave, you'll see a vlog from 2 years ago. So
that's really well done too.
It's a fun night. So I'll be doing that again this year. I'll take some pictures and share it on social media. We will not be attending the gathering with the Stanley Cup in Fredericton with Jake Allen. That's happening a week from today, I think, actually.
A week from today.
It's a Thursday. I just don't. I'm not going to take a day off work so I can drive 4 hours. I'm just not going to. It's on a Thursday. So I
and
really
you're
want
just
to go.
getting back to work full time.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's a shame because Jake is bringing the cup to town. They're going to have a big thing down at Officer Square. It'll be on for hours and hours. Then he's going to spend some private time with the cup that night with some friends and family. Yeah. It's going to be a great moment to have the cup back in Fredericton. The last time it visited the city, it went on display in the Centennial Building. It wasn't with a player. It was just on tour from the Hockey Hall of Fame, had sent it around. And I went and visited with the cup. I didn't touch it, but I got some up-close time with it and just hung around. It was nice to see it in person. But Jake's visit will be great because we did go to Nova Scotia a couple of years ago when Sidney Crosby had the cup. That was a wonderful day, but we had the time to do it.
Yeah.
I'm working as well. I wasn't working then, but I am now as well. And plus, I'm a very busy cat, so it's too bad.
Cool.
Next time.
The last thing I want to talk about is a question for you guys. I really want you guys' feedback. I need your help here, actually. So I want to try and think of a release schedule for videos on the channel over the next, season, I guess. So basically, I think people appreciate normality and consistency. So I'm hoping that we can kind of get into a little bit of a schedule with our releases and, not be in the situation that we're in now where I upload a video on Monday and then I upload a video on Tuesday and then there's no videos until Saturday. Like, people don't know when a video is going to release, and I don't think people really like that. So I thought that we could get into a bit of a routine and pick some times when to release a video. Like, there's going to be a post-to-post video every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern and every single Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And there's going to be a podcast every Sunday like there usually is. Like I kind of want feedback on what kind of schedule you think that we should do. Don't say every day. I'm not releasing a video every day. I want to have a life outside YouTube. So not that people who release videos every day don't have lives. I'm just saying that with my work schedule, there's no way that I could have a life, work, and release a video every day. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking at least 2 videos a week, maybe 3. So like,
And decent-sized ones, like 15 to 20-minute videos?
No, not really.
Okay, just
could be
whatever.
anything.
Okay.
No length requirements other than the podcast, which I hope is close to an hour. But I'd like to do... I don't want to do anything on Monday because the podcast comes out on Sunday, and a lot of people watch or listen to the podcast on Monday. So I don't want to overload content on Monday. So I was thinking Tuesday and Thursday for sure. And if we can swing it, maybe Saturday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But I was thinking Tuesday, Thursday for sure. Is that okay?
No, it's fine with me. And we can record them when we like. You're just talking about the release schedule.
Yes.
It doesn't really have to be tied necessarily to our recording schedule. So
Yeah.
Because of the magic of tape, as we used to say.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it'd be nice to know what the viewers think
Yeah, just let us know
about that. And
let us know what you think.
Trying to strike the nice balance between quantity, quality, and lifestyle.
Yeah, well, what do you think best works for, and not just yourself, maybe like overall for all the viewers? What do you think would be the best option? And maybe if we did a video every Tuesday, you could call it Tuesday Hockey Talk or Tuesday Talk or Tuesday whatever. Like there could be a name for it or something like that, or where we just talk about all the news that happened from Sunday to Tuesday, and on Thursday we could do whatever. And I don't know, something like that. Anyways, let me know. I hope you guys are having a great summer. And what?
The only other thing was when I talked about going back to university, he said, "Hey, you're stealing my thunder."
Oh, okay, go ahead. I guess I'll listen to you.
Yeah. Right now, I'm back at university working on my degree in integrated studies, and I will be finished my summer course in the middle of August.
When do you graduate?
Probably in a couple of years. I'm going to go back 1 or 2 courses per semester from now until I run out of courses that I need to take, and then they give me the funny hat and away I go.
Are you going to go up on stage and accept?
It's not my desire to do that if I'm talked into it.
What if a bunch of viewers want to come up, travel up and see you graduate? And everyone's in the back with signs, the GOAT graduates.
Well, I would do it as a stunt or something,
A
sure.
stunt? You're graduating. That's not a stunt.
Well, if I get to graduate, that'll be a stunt. That'll be a stunt and a half. I'm really excited about going back. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing 2 nights a week right now. It's very intense. Lots going on. I already talked about that. Mm-hmm. In the fall, I'll probably drop back to one course a week.
Okay.
So I'll just, like the first fall semester, I'm going to just take the foot off the gas a little bit, take one course instead of 2. But then in the winter, when things are really dead and quiet and I have more time and all that, I'll probably ramp back up to 2. And then in the spring, maybe 2. And I'll try to do another summer session course as well next year. So I'm optimistic. Within a couple of years, I can get my degree. And it's something I've always wanted.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's a little different.
You get learned.
I'm the old guy by far.
Well, yeah.
I'm definitely, in my class, my regular class of about 20 people, the next oldest student to me is 28, and she's less than half my age, Ashley. So it's a very young crew, but I don't feel out of place really. I'm treated fine. Like they don't.
Do you have any presentations coming up where you have to address the class?
I do.
Oh,
I do actually. I have a presentation on August the 5th.
Because that's your jam.
That is my jam.
And they're gonna be like, "Dang, this old dude is he's legit.
He's rocking it." It's funny. The professor last night, after she went around and asked us what we liked the most about summers and PEI, she went around. She didn't go around and poll the whole class, but she asked for a show of hands because part of the course last night was doing presentations, written presentations and oral presentations. And she said, "How many people actually like doing oral presentations?" And about 3 of us put our hands up, including me. And I'd done an oral presentation that morning. I was invited to go to the local Rotary Club to talk about radio. So I did that. So I did a presentation to start my day at 7:15 in the morning when I started.
Mm-hmm.
Left here at 6:30. And I ended the day at 8 o'clock with my university class talking about oral presentations. Like, yeah, I'm all right with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's how my day started. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. I really like it. My presentation on the 5th of August will be about 10 minutes long. It will include some PowerPoint, maybe a little bit of video, and some interesting historical information.
Oh, nice.
Final point, I know I talked quite a bit about vlogging while I was in the UK. And
Yeah, what's going on there?
I've got all my raw videos been put on the server. I had a bit of a hiccup when my hard drive started to get overloaded. So I got a new hard drive, a 1 terabyte solid state disk, moved everything over onto that and cloned it. And so now I'm there. But
It's not a disk.
Drive.
Solid state drive.
All right, whatever.
You are old.
I know. It's
You're
not a
techie.
crime.
You shouldn't even.
It's not a crime yet.
Shouldn't make that mistake.
Well, when I was a tech doing it, it was actually discs.
Well, yeah, but now they're not.
Well, but I'm not a tech anymore. I used to be a tech.
Well, what shape is it?
It's rectangular.
Yeah, and it's like this big.
But so all the ones that had discs in them were the same shape.
And if you take
the
and you
same
shake
form
it, can you
factor,
hear the
'cause they have
disc?
to. I hope not.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Camera's broken on my phone, by the way.
What'd you do that for?
I didn't. When I go take a picture, it's all like out of focus.
Ooh.
And like the focus does this.
Yeah.
Not cool, Google. Not cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. And since then, since I got my computer working better, the weather's just been magnificent.
Yeah.
And I can't see myself sitting inside on a beautiful Saturday or Sunday
yeah.
producing video when the sun is beating down in the backyard and the lawn needs to be mowed and I need to get some sunshine and want to flip some burgers and just live outside.
Mm-hmm.
So the next blustery, rainy weekend or in the fall when things kind of go down the tubes, I'll have more time. So I think I want to start working with you in your schedule to do some of my, from here, narrations of tips and tricks for traveling in the UK on vacation for North Americans. I can do that probably anytime. And I can do some of those. I've got ideas already listed out as to what I would talk about.
All right.
So, and plus I'll do my own vlog day by day.
When do you want to start this?
What are you doing later on?
Busy. I'm going camping this weekend. I got to pack.
Again?
Again. 2 weekends in a row.
Oh!
If you want to follow me on Instagram, geez, I almost spelled my name wrong. NEILTAYLORR, 2 R's at the end. I will be posting photos of my camping trip this weekend. I already started posting photos from my camping trip last weekend in Cape Breton.
So. You're getting lots of likes on that stuff, too. Lots of likes and very favorable commentary on your abilities.
Thank you.
And you said one of the pictures was taken with your phone.
Yeah.
That people like. Was it that one?
It was. Sometimes it works.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to see if you don't know what Atlantic Canada looks like, if you don't know what Cape Breton looks like, if you want to see what PEI looks like, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
So.
Where are you going this weekend? Willing to say?
Cedar Dunes up next to West Point Lighthouse.
Oh. That's beautiful
Campground
country
right
up
on the
there.
beach. Or not right on the beach, but...
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good man.
Heck yeah. All right, let's end this video.
Let's do it.
Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please let me know down in the comments feedback on schedule releases and stuff. And we'll do another Q&A maybe soon if people want. So let us know if you want us to do another Q&A. And I'll put another feeler out on Twitter when that time comes. So thank you to everyone who submitted a question, who wrote in a letter. We really appreciate you guys. If you want to send us something or a letter, please go down to the description and see our PO box. And yeah, hope you're enjoying your summer. Hope you're having lots of fun. Hope you're not spending too much time following hockey. Like, get outside and like play badminton, play some washer toss, have a barbecue, enjoy summer, enjoy life.
Find some old lawn darts and play with those.
1971 special lawn darts that could be dangerous. All right, enjoy your summer, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Adios.